Hey guys, so I was on the Merlin website, and aside from wishing I had loads of money to buy loads of different bows, I looked at a ton of different arrows. I'm a little bit of a stickler with arrows. I like what I like, and I like stuff that I like. But I've been using Timber Creek Carbon Classics for a long time because they look like wooden arrows, but they're carbon, so they're reliable. They're nice. And before that, I was using the Eastern Axis trad carbons, again for the same reason. But going through Merlin's arrows, I saw that Merlin now do their own carbon arrows, which look like wood. So I figured, as they're a fairly reasonable price, I would pick a few up. Okay, this is, yeah, here they are. Actually not bad looking. Get one of these out. There we go. Now, unlike the Timber Creeks, I forgot their name then, you haven't got a choice of your own feathers. This isn't your own build. You buy the arrow as is. I think they're less than a fiver per arrow. Choose however many you want. This is, I mean, it's not stunning me, but it is just a simple arrow. It looks like a simple wooden arrow. Feeling it feels carbon. This is odd. This looks like a rubber, like a little rubber sleeve instead of threads, which is different. It's not bad, not bad. I think if I would keep these for a long time, which in all fairness I am planning, then I will probably decorate a little bit myself, maybe just a couple of crests or something like that. But I mean, generally, just judging them on looks, that is a nice arrow. But you can't judge an arrow entirely on looks, so hopefully the rain will stop fairly soon and I'll get out and shoot them. But as this is the Webinet, you haven't got to wait for the wait.
Sunshine beating on the good times, moonlight raising from the gray, string band playing worn out honky tonk, pretty young thing going dancing in the rain. High heel lady spitting at the knickerjacks, businessman with a needle and a spoon, coyote chewing on a cigarette, pack of young boys going howling at the moon. Hey darling, sleeping on the blacktop. Hey darling, running through the trees, honey. Hey darling, leaving for the next town, lest my sense catches up with me. dead in a crash on the number 4. 2 witnesses blowing up high. Not sure whose will be done, and you could call me a sinner for wondering why. Hey darling, sleeping on the blacktop. Hey darling, running through the trees, honey. Hey darling, leaving for the next town. Listen, my sense catches up with me. Well, the corn liquor tastes sweeter in this town. Could it be it's the same as the last? Swear I've seen your face elsewhere before, just as familiar as a bottle and a glass. Hey darling, sleeping on the blacktop. Hey darling, running through the trees, honey. Hey darling, leaving for the next town. Listen, my sense catches up with me. Hey darling, sleeping on the blacktop. Hey darling, running through the trees, honey. Hey darling, leaving for the next town. Listen, my sense catches up with me. Listen, my sense catches up with me. Well, Reverend, please come quick. 'Cause I got something to admit. I met a man out in the sticks, a good old miss. He drove a Series 10 Cadillac and wore a cigar on his lip. Don't you know the devil wears a suit and tie? Saw him driving down the 61 in early July. White as the cotton field and sharp as a knife. I heard him howling as he passed me by.
So, Merlin's own carbon arrows. They're not bad. I think they're fairly basic, not much to look at, and after a little bit of rough testing, there are minor chips that come away, but it's cosmetic. There's nothing really alarming about them. One of the inserts is a little bit loose, but again, it's just one of them and it's an easy fix. One of the knocks kept coming out, not all the way out, just halfway, but again, easy fix. A little bit of glue and that's not an issue. Bit boring, but not bad for a cheap arrow. You just love it when your battery dies. Anyway, I love traditional arrows. Pine, cedar, bamboo. They look gorgeous and they feel beautiful. I love the reliability of carbon arrows. So anything that mixes those two for me is an automatic win. When I got serious about arrows, I was shooting Eastern Axis Trad Carbons for ages, and then I went to Timber Creek Classic Carbons, which are still my go-to arrows. So this was fairly biased towards this before it turned up. It has taken a little bit of damage, but then I expected that. To be honest, I expected a lot worse. I mean, that 3D target is not nice to arrows, and I spend more time pulling arrows out of it than I do putting them into it. But it's very, very light cosmetic damage. It's still a good arrow. They fly really well. My shooting wasn't fantastic, but it's been a while since I actually went out and shot. The only thing that I would say, if this does get back to Merlin in any way, shape or form, is to allow customization for the feathers. So like the Timber Creek Classic Carbons, you have the option of putting whatever colour feathers on that you want, which is nice. I mean, my colours are either purple and red or purple and black, but I didn't really have that option with these, which is a bit of a shame. Secondly, maybe a crest or a double crest, just a little something. Again, it's minor and it's all cosmetic, that doesn't actually affect anything, but yeah, I'd still be very, very happy if I went out and I had a quiver full of these arrows. Tough, reliable, and for less than £5 an arrow, I think they're worth it. I really do.